What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this week's edition of the Six Gaming Podcast. I am your host, as always, Showsan. I am supremely happy to see you guys because today is a very special podcast for a multitude of reasons. But first
being Space Captain Damien's not here.
No. Even more important than that, because if I don't say this at all, I will never get to sleep in my bed again. Happy anniversary, sweetheart. It is my anniversary. I'd love to say the number, but if I get the number wrong, it's going to be even worse. So just happy anniversary. I love you.
The fact that you're not saying the number
makes it even worse. Yeah.
Right. Well, this should be 5. This should be our 5th year anniversary, but if I fuck it up, I'm sorry, baby.
You're a sad, sad man.
But nonetheless, I do love my wife. She's an absolute sweetheart, and she brings me beer sometimes during the podcast, so that's amazing in and of itself.
She brings me beer, too.
Thank you guys again for joining us. We have a very illustrious panel of co-hosts, and of course, I couldn't do this without my good friend, Mr. Pentharian. Say hello.
Hello.
Love it. Welcome back this week, by the way. We missed you.
It's been a few weeks being busy.
Shut up, Veg. I'm talking to Penth.
I thought I was your best friend.
No! You won't even download the game I gave to you.
I just downloaded it.
All right, it's about time. So, Veg, go ahead and say hello then.
Hi, everybody. I'm a little bit calmer this week. A lot better than Show. And
I'm not. I fucking just...
ripping pepperoni, you poor controller.
Yeah.
As I actually got to witness him rage against someone and said that he was going to fuck their mothers and their fat sow cows.
Is this on a video on demand?
No, I wasn't streaming it. It was through Skype.
I wish he was streaming it. That would have been amazing.
I was a little upset. Let's just say that. Now,
a little.
Of course, we have Mr. Roncli, one of the backbones of the show. Go ahead and say hello as he disappears. Although I do have to say, man, your house looks amazingly clean and orderly.
Yeah, that's because that's all I've been doing for the past week is, well, almost all I've been doing is packing, moving things out of the apartment. Yeah, it's rough. But,
yeah, packing's a bitch. I know how you feel.
But yeah, in 2 weeks, by the way, when we do episode 36, I will be at the same location where I did the first podcast I joined you guys with from.
What? Yeah. That's amazing.
Great California.
Full circle. I love it. Full circle. So, hey, what's going on, Baconator? Welcome to the show, man. I really appreciate you coming by.
Oh, yeah,
now, today is actually extra special, not just because of my anniversary, and that's special in and of itself, but Mr. Pentharian here clued me into today's episode is number 34, which means, yeah, drumroll please, this is Rule 34 Day!
Veg, no, put it back on. No, put it back on, Veg. No. Put it back on.
It's your birthday.
I
don't think my podcast can handle full frontal veg.
I immediately regret this decision.
Yeah.
I knew you would.
This is Rule 34 episode, and we're just going all out today. I don't care. So,
I think I care after that.
No.
It was kind of a joke, but...
But you didn't even see the good stuff yet. Like, his shirt was only halfway off. Just wait till the end. That's all I'm saying, guys. Wait till the end. So,
guys, I got something else to do. I will do that.
Hey! Back in the chair. Damn it.
He's gonna go get Soli.
He better.
Hi, Soli.
Completely open chair. Wow. You fail me, Rod.
It is a woman.
Is Veg done stripping?
Yes, for now.
For forever.
All right, so
how do you think I shower?
I don't need to know how you shower.
Yes, I'm a total slut. I shower naked. I'm a total slut. I know.
The gravity attracts water from the oceans and swirls around you.
Oh, so that's why the hurricane's
Were
coming.
you a model for Shower with Your Dad Simulator?
Oh my God.
Is that how this worked?
We're going there. Oh God, we're going there.
I'm just asking a question. You know, if you did the mocap, I'm all about it. Okay, so let's kick things off like we do every week with my favorite part of the show.
Good news, everyone!
News! Yes! Super happy. Okay, so we have some really weird shit going on in the news this week, which is really appropriate, being Rule 34.
Oh God.
But this
Rule
has
34
nothing
really.
to do with Rule 34.
It's
So
just weird.
it's just weird, yeah. So let's start things off with, I gotta say, one of my new favorite hosts of, what is he, The Late Show, I think? Stephen Colbert, doing his new stuff, actually had on Sean Murray to talk about No Man's Sky, and he had PewDiePie on his show, which personally, I think that's a bit of a stab back at, what's his name we talked
Jimmy
about?
Kimmel. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
thank you, Kimmel, for fucking up, his comments on the last episode.
Yeah. There's no doubt in my mind that after Jimmy Kimmel really bit it with gamers, everyone else. I mean, Conan has his clueless gamer. Jimmy Fallon is all about gaming. And
Right.
Colbert was probably like, whatever. But it's like, well, if I can steal people from Jimmy Kimmel's show by not being an asshole, then maybe I'll do that.
And one thing, and I gotta really give this to Colbert, not only did he say that, what I'm doing on this new show is going to be completely different, but he comes off as much more personable, much better host than Kimmel really can do. But that's just me, People can argue, but he did well. It was really interesting. Really, really cool.
It's like when Jimmy Fallon and Conan do it, it's funny, but when Kimmel did it, it wasn't funny. It just it was a hard shot at something he had. Like, he literally shot in the dark for no reason, and what he found was a beast called the internet, and he pissed it off.
When you kick the hornet's nest, I mean, what do you expect is going to happen?
It's not a hornet's nest, though. It's a troll nest.
Well,
Oh, jeez. Even worse.
yeah.
Exactly. At least hornets give up after a while.
Right? They'll quit. Gamers don't.
No, they're brutal.
God. All right, so yeah, that was actually pretty cool, though. There are already highlights up on YouTube, of course. I'd say go check them out. There's articles up on Kotaku as well with Colbert interviewing PewDiePie. It's really, really pretty cool. So, Ron, I did notice, though, in my show notes, there's something going down with Descent Underground.
Yeah, they've released an alpha. They've released the Proving Grounds. It's got 3 different levels, also 2 different playing modes. It's got only 2 of the weapons in the game so far, but it's got the lasers and the Vulcan cannon plus 2 missiles. It's got 3 missiles. It's got homing, concussions, and mega missiles. Plays pretty good so far. Got a lot of bugs, but it's a good start.
Or how are they doing an alpha here?
Basically, the alpha goes to the alpha backers on Kickstarter or through their website. Also, if you're part of the Underground, you're going to get it, which is a subscription deal that they have going on.
But still, that's pretty cool, though. That says, hey, you guys have been playing this game for so long. We want to give something back.
But yeah, it's playable. I played several games. I won a couple of them. Pretty cool. I'm going to be doing hopefully tonight, a video on the alpha and its pitfalls, and there's some issues with the game. They have this thing called the laser grid, where basically if one ship's chasing another ship down the tunnel, and that person that's being chased drops this laser grid, and you run through the laser grid, you take 100 damage right there.
That sounds like that laser scene from Resident Evil.
Yeah.
It just tears you apart.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. It totally kills the whole tunnel ratting game. I hope they either nerf it or take it out entirely, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well,
so
it sounds
far,
like
so
they're
good.
listening to the players, though. So
God, they've been doing a great job of that, and hopefully a lot of people will notice that
right.
and really take a hold of this game once it comes out. They have over 11,000 backers already, and
wow, that's a lot of people.
It's serious. Yeah. So, and I mean that's just backers. Once this game comes out, I'm sure a lot more people are going to give it a spin.
No
in
doubt.
other news, Sublevel 0 comes out on the 8th.
Why do I know that? Where is that
We've
from?
talked about that before. It's a 6-degree freedom game. So
Oh, right.
Thursday the 8th is when it's going to come out available on Steam.
Very cool. Very nice. Okay, so I did find an article. This was on IGN, and it absolutely blew my mind for multiple reasons. But specifically, did you guys know that there was such a thing as a comic book historian? Did you know that's a job?
Yes, and I want it.
Right. That is the most bullshit made-up job I've ever heard in my life, and I want it so badly.
No.
I want that job.
Do you know what the most bullshit title is?
What?
Alien theorist.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Okay,
you're right. But anyway, all right. So this guy named Thaddeus Howes actually went through. He's the comic book historian, and he went through all the old DC Comics Batman novels, and he totaled up what it would cost for you to be the Batman. Now, this is just to buy all the stuff, right? This does not include maintenance and all that other crap.
Training.
Right, yeah. But just to be the Batman, you guys, it is $682,450,750.
Pocket change for Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, apparently, it is pocket change for Bruce Wayne, but they actually broke it down. It's really, really cool. So
it's huge.
Just Batman's mask piece is a custom graphite cowl. That alone is $1 million.
Whoa!
His cape is $400,000.
What?
He's ultrasonic bat attractor is
that's 40,000. You're too many zeros.
All right, well, I'm reading this stuff really quick, but still, the one that caught me, his knee pads are $150. I'm pretty sure I can go to any sports store and get a pair of knee pads for like $20, but
they wouldn't be like bulletproof.
Right. I mean, I'm not the Batman. That's pretty obvious, but still, all this shit was pretty cool. Like he broke down even the gadgets on his belt down to each individual price, and it's really, really cool. They said they estimate Batman spent about $1.7 million just in training throughout his life. But yeah, so this article, man, they go through and they break it down. It's really, really cool. But I thought that was significant. Somebody actually totaled up what it takes to be Batman. You know, like, who does that?
Someone who has a lot of time and apparently a lot of expendable income.
Who paid him to do this? That's what I want to know.
Right.
IGN, maybe? Or whoever sponsored the article.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so my wife just sent me a text real quick. Why are you wearing your ring on the wrong finger? I'm not. The screen is flipped. Don't worry. We're good. See,
wait,
Ron,
looks right
you see
to
what
me.
you started. My
correct
wife
to
is
me.
watching
It
the
looks
show.
correct to me.
Switch must switch it.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Steph. He's got it right.
The screen is flipped. Don't worry. Stop yelling at me. But I do love you. Seriously. Happy anniversary.
Wait, so shouldn't she be able to tell because the poster behind you should be reversed also?
I don't know. I don't know. But she just decided to yell at me. So that's fine. Anyway, back to Batman. If I had that money, I would totally buy all that shit. But I'm not a multimillionaire. So, all right. So, this is a weird question. But did we talk about CIG last week?
That's what I put it there because I didn't know if we did.
I don't think we did.
we have.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what's going on, man?
So this dude named Derek Smart, who's just like this massive troll, like he's just an asshole troll that bothers everyone in the gaming industry. But he wrote this article last week and a half ago, that basically accused Cloud Imperium Gaming of being fraud. He said, you guys collected a shit ton of money from your Kickstarter for Star Citizen, and like stuff hasn't come out, and he said he had all this insider information about Star Citizen being like less than half finished, even though they're like a year behind, and they changed their terms of service and all kinds of accusations. So the guy's a schmuck, and
It sounds like it.
he definitely he made these accusations about how they wouldn't refund him or whatever, and there was like a reply from the CEO or whatever. It's like we have this thing. He filed a complaint. We refunded his money, and that was that. And now he's being an asshole. So, dude's an asshole, but they also are moving. Like after this came out, they kind of moved some people around, and like there's some suggestions that while he's not right on everything, they may be having a rough time at the company, and the game may be further and further behind schedule, and it might not launch with all the features that they said it was going to have, and so there's just a whole bunch of drama going on.
Well, I find that really interesting because, to be completely honest with you, when they launched Assassin's Creed, everything was pretty much behind schedule. It was more or less unfinished. Same with Far Cry. I know I'm raging on Ubisoft, and I'm not. But, you know, these things happen. Games fall behind.
Yeah, for sure.
Halo 3 was a great example. Halo 3 fell so far behind schedule.
That was, what, a year and a half behind?
Yeah, these things happen. Like, why are you giving this guy so much credit to just trying to troll?
Yeah, even Descent Underground's 2 months behind on a $600,000 budget. You know,
I mean,
but at least it's
you've
not
got to program
like
millions of lines of code.
Well,
you know, give these guys a break.
I think the suggestion was that because they had pocketed so much money, and then like there was something in the terms of service that said if the game isn't delivered within like some amount of time, then you can get a full refund. And then the terms of service got changed, which is within the terms of service.
Right.
That they can change it. They also changed the terms of service to like extend that period. So it said like.
That sounds like a big lawyer fail, though. Like, how did you allow that particular line in there?
Yeah, so
because no one reads the terms and service.
Well, that's true.
It's very drama filled. I'm just curious if it's going to.
This is why I don't like Kickstarter. Like, I like the idea and the concept of it, but I know how people and humans are. It's going to backfire on a lot of things.
Well, there's also, I mean, I don't think there's anything malicious about it, but I think there's been poor project management there. They got $20 million to make a game or whatever they got, and then the people running it were not entirely ready. What?
They're up to $90 million now.
Okay, 90 million, whatever. Huge amounts of money, and then, I mean, No Man's Sky has some similarities, and that's getting ready to launch pretty soon. So, I don't know. It's just interesting. And I knew somebody who worked at Cloud Imperium, and she put in her 2 weeks like a day before all of this stuff happened.
Mm-hmm.
So in some of the articles are like, here's all the people that are leaving because of this problem. And she's listed, and I talked to her. I was like, whoa, man, what's going on? She's like, I got a job at, I don't remember where she's going, but she's going to some other company, and she was going anyway. And so now people think that she's affected by this. And she said there's someone else that was kind of the same way. So it's just interesting. I hope that it doesn't mean that there's going to be anything wrong with the game, because I was pretty much looking forward to it. But
not just you, a
lot of people, yeah. Even the Descendant Studios guys, who, by the way, are former CIG employees, said that they left. Their reason for leaving was not because of problems with the project or anything. It was simply because of personal goals. They did not want to move to California. They wanted to stay in Austin.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think that CIG is going to come under a lot of scrutiny just simply because of the massive amount of crowdfunding money they've raised. I don't think there's any getting around it until they put out a game.
And that's just it. Yeah, I mean, even with the total you just brought up, that is a massive amount of money for anybody. And yeah, they need to deliver. Yeah,
that's a good quarter of what Rockstar made from GTA 5.
Right, and that's just the point. They need to deliver something, even if it's not a lot. You really owe it at this point to your players. You know.
We'll make the new order for the drink.
Anyway. Okay, so we do have a small update on the Assassin's Creed movie, which I found really interesting. One of my favorite actors, just because of the absolute corny 80s movies that he was a part of. Jeremy Irons is signed on to do the Assassin's Creed movie, as is Brendan Gleeson. Now, I had to ask about this, and as soon as I saw the guy's picture, I knew exactly who he was. So, Penth, who exactly is Brendan Gleeson? Because you seem to know all of this one.
It's just, I mean, Brendan Gleeson, he was Mad-Eye Moody in the Harry Potter games. He was the dude in Bruges. He was just in a lot of movies. Look him up if you don't know him. Jeremy Irons, on the other hand, was Scar in The Lion King.
Yeah, I always forget about that. He did have that, but
he also he strained his vocal cords when he was singing the big song, and so the guy, and I can't remember his name right now, but the guy who does Winnie the Pooh's voice stepped in, and like the last stanza of that song is actually the guy who does Winnie the Pooh.
Really,
that's the guy who does Optimus Prime.
That's cool.
That's the same guy who does Optimus Prime.
Wait, Winnie the Pooh is Optimus Prime?
Yeah.
Dude, these voice actors, man, they blow my mind. When you actually look at some of these people's credits, the different voices they can do, it blows my mind every time. Like,
it's the guy who does Cho.
His name is Robert Paulson.
No.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Hold on. Peter Claver Cullen, who was Optimus Prime, was Eeyore, not Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
Yeah, screw you, Veg.
Yeah, Veg.
I had to look that up because he sounds nothing like it. I mean, it's like Lord Walker Cho at least sounds something like Winnie the Pooh. You know?
Is that the same guy?
Yeah, it's the same guy.
I was in the same realm. Leave me alone.
I need to find this guy. I can't think of his name.
As you say that, suddenly I can see the difference. Yeah. I never connected the two.
Yeah, those two are exactly the same. Jim Cummings.
Yeah, Jim Cummings.
That's a horrible last
name on this podcast.
Right? Well, my all-time favorite, I just have to put it out there, is John DiMaggio. And if you guys don't know, he's the voice of Bender. Yeah. That man's a brilliant voice actor, though. He's done, hundreds of characters.
DiMaggio.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
The man's brilliant. Right. Anyway.
That's Joe.
But yeah, so Jeremy Irons, which I'm really curious what kind of a character he's going to play. Sadly, Jeremy Irons, in my experience, has always kind of been typecast to be the bad guy. So I kind of figure he's going to play one of those, historical bad guys. But it'll be interesting nonetheless. Okay, so up next...
Cummings was in a bunch of WildStar.
Oh yeah,
really?
That's true. What? Yeah, he was. I forget
Victor
about
Lazarin, the Sarge, Osric, Taxi Cab, Commander Crichton, Jarek, and Granak Mail. And I don't know. I haven't played, so I don't know anything.
Oh,
holy Christ! I had no idea he was in that.
Yeah, and that's just it. Some of these voice actors are amazing. Like they can just do anything.
I'll have to look that up because I don't even think Kathy knows that.
I loved WildStar. It was fun. Veg fucking hates WildStar for whatever reason, but
I never said I hated it. I just don't care about it.
I thought it was fun. I really did. All right, so yeah, you guys, this week the Martian movie has just come out. Here's the thing. I'm a little bit torn. Like, on one side, I really want to see this movie because I think it'll be really cool. I want to see what kind of science they put into it. But on the other side, it's kind of Matt Damon.
Well, Ron's putting up the comic from XKCD.
Yeah, I got it pulled up. This is brilliant.
XKCD number 1536.
Correct.
So
Dan is totally a fan.
I love this comic. Okay.
Between Saving Private Ryan, Interstellar, and The Martian, we have spent so much money rescuing Matt Damon.
We really have. Like, what the fuck, Matt? Get your shit together, boy.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Right. I mean, now don't get me wrong. Like, what was the one where he was supposed to be the math genius or whatever? That was a great movie.
Good Will Hunting.
Yes, thank you. Good Will Hunting. That was good.
I don't know why I know that.
I don't know why you know that either.
There's a janitor that was the math genius.
Yeah, I did not like his stuff in the Bourne series. I thought that was just a terrible attempt to be James
Every
Bond.
time that he did that, I just kept going, Matt Damon.
It's a fair cop. I mean, what do you want?
So it was a really excellent book. I've talked about it on the podcast before. You should go read it. I have heard that the movie is not quite as good as the book, but is definitely a good movie. So the only thing that I was a little bit concerned about is the main guy in NASA was named Venkat Kapoor. He was an Indian guy, and they changed him to be Victor Kapoor, who's like half British, half Indian, and he's played by I can't think of what his name is. I can't say his name, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Chitwell, or Gerard Chitwell, or something like that. He's a British actor that's been in a few things. But basically, when I found out about it, I was like, why would they just? Is this Short Circuit again, where they put a guy in brown face and make him be Indian? By the way, in Short Circuit, the Indian guy isn't really Indian.
Yeah.
It turns out that they had an Indian guy, and like his schedule conflicted, and he had to drop out. So they're like, all right,
that's a shame.
So they got another guy. So I'm like, okay, whatever. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
No, I mean, the movie looks very interesting. I really want to watch it. I'll have to convince my wife to go see it. But
Facebook reviews so far have been positive.
Yeah.
At least on my feed.
yeah, I mean, some of my friends have watched it, and they said it was brilliant. So I do need to go see it. Okay, so let's sidetrack a little bit from this weird Hollywood thing that we've done. Let's go on to the realm of heavy metal, something that I hold very dear. I love my heavy metal. By the way, yes, thanks, Veg, with that weird shit. All right, so if you guys don't know, I love my heavy metal. The new Trivium album is out, and it's fucking amazing.
So
Anyway.
Seven Dust.
Right, and Seven Dust, that's a brilliant album too. But Rob Zombie, right, legendary musician.
Go look at a picture of him right now if you.
Yes, go look him up, like seriously, and it'll make total sense when I tell you.
You know where you can look them up?
What?
You know where you could look this story up?
Where?
Why, on our Facebook page at fb.me/6gaminggg.
God, I love the plugs. Ron just winning every single episode. I love it. Okay, so Rob Zombie, he's a director. He did House of a Thousand Corpses and a bunch of stuff. He's also a heavy metal musician, and really good one. But he was actually recently kicked out of his own show, right? Get this, because security guards saw a man who looked disheveled and homeless, smelling of alcohol, sitting at the back door of this venue. They immediately thought he was a homeless, like, drifter, whatever.
So did he get back in?
Kind of causing problems, and they kicked him out.
And he's like, I'm zombie, man. And they're like, yeah, sure you are.
Right, yeah. You know, the cops are like, whatever, dude.
This thing's a Walking Dead, pal.
So then, like, the opening acts went, and then everyone was sitting around, and, like, they're like, where is he? Where's Rob Zombie?
Right.
And then like finally the security guards are like, oh shit.
Right, go bail that poor motherfucker out. So yeah,
So
that
wait,
was
he got
really
arrested
interesting.
too?
I don't know. He didn't think they just locked him out or something.
Right. I mean, now I know it's not gaming related, but that's pretty epic. Yeah, like Rob Zombie is kind of the man, so we had to talk about it.
Yeah,
That's awesome. And again,
just
go
never
look him
meet him in
up because as
person, though.
soon as you see him, he looks about as homeless as it gets.
And I recommend never meeting him in real life. He's a real asshole.
I can imagine. That's part of why he left White Zombie.
I feel like there's a good story behind that.
Well,
Probably.
you guys do know that he got kicked out of White Zombie because they said they could not handle him. And so they literally kicked him out of the band. And that's
named
why he
after
went solo. They couldn't deal with him.
Wait, what'd you say?
But,
Oh, I say he got kicked out of his own band, essentially.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, essentially he did.
Not the
And
first
actually,
person
I've heard with his movies that he directs, it's not always the easiest to be around him.
No.
So, but
It's kind
either
of like the
way,
person who kind of got famous for no reason and then just stuck around.
it's not for no reason. I mean,
Well, I know he's gifted and
musically,
talented, but at the same
really
time,
good.
it's like how much bullshit can you handle before you really don't want to deal with him anymore?
right. I mean, he's pretty much his own Yoko. at this point. You know what I mean? Like, he does really well, and then he shoots himself in the foot. So
okay, I was gonna say he can sing, but he's not. Yeah, well, I'm just waiting for him to get shot then.
Well, it'll happen. Don't worry. I'm sure. I'm sure.
People keep saying it should have been Zombie instead of Dimebag Darrell.
It probably should have. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so Ron, I hear that the League of Legends Worlds has been going on. So now, ladies and gentlemen, is your time to drink.
Especially if you're Dan. Yep, there he goes.
All right. Scotch.
I like how he doesn't even flinch when he did that either. That's kind of.
That's like a natural reaction for him.
I swear to God, Penth has the iron gut. Like, he will just drink whatever.
Are you talking about flinching because you're making fun of me, or flinching from drinking scotch?
Because you just chugged that thing down and did you just looked at the camera and like, yes.
Because it's
He's like, yeah,
delicious. Also, you must. You're not a man unless you can drink whiskey without whiskey face.
Yeah, I can't. A total whiskey face. And the thing is, okay, so Penth, I was thinking about this the other day. I love the fact that you actually have your whiskey in the proper glass.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
this is
the
called
best
the Glencairn glass.
I only have a couple of these, right? These little plain glasses, and this is my Sam Adams.
Yep.
And that's it. Like, I have a couple wine glasses and some pint glasses, and that's it.
Show drinks wine. What a woman.
Oh, dude, I will kill for some good Merlot. If you give me a good Merlot, dude, it's over. I'm just saying.
Are you going to talk about your feelings too?
Maybe. You want to keep this podcast going.
He didn't say Zinfandel. He said Merlot.
Right. No, my wife drinks the Zinfandel and all that other crap. I can't.
Get her a nice Riesling.
I tried that, yeah. She's actually down with it.
All alcohol to me tastes about the same. Yes, I know I have no taste buds for it, which is fine.
You should probably just drink some Fireball.
Right? And actually, I found a video on Facebook of a guy who literally chugged a fifth of Fireball. I don't know how the hell he did it. I watched it. He had to have been put in the hospital afterwards, but I watched the video of him literally going from full to empty.
I don't know. I've seen Russians drink entire bottles of vodka and ask for more.
Right. I mean, the guy was kind of big, but he wasn't that big. Like, it should have put him out. But anyway, oh man, I digress. Ron, what the hell's going on with League?
Worlds, man. It's the end of the season. We got all the teams, 16 teams from a whole bunch of regions getting together. They're playing in Europe.
I gotta ask, man, X-Peke, out of nowhere.
X-Peke's never out of nowhere. But
he's been since summer season.
Basically, give you the format. There's 16 teams. They're divided into 4 groups. They play 6 games within their division, and the top 2 teams from each group will advance to the tournament. So, in Group A, we got CLG, Golden Age, 2-0. The Flash Wolves are 1-1 along with the Coup Tigers. And then Coles was picked to get a Group A, Pain Gaming. Well, Coles, yeah, 0-2. Nice job.
I knew they weren't going to do good.
Group B, another NA team, that's 2-0. Fnatic 1-1, but they haven't played. I don't believe that they've played Cloud9 yet.
No, they haven't.
That should be a really hyped game, by the way.
Yeah, it will be. It will be.
Those two have a rivalry going.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. HQ Esports are 1-1, and whatever gaming, whatever. Who cares?
I love how that was all fucking consonants.
SK Telecom, of course, they're leading their division 3-0. Edward Gaming's 2-1. H2K, they suffered a hard draw. They're 1-2, and that one win, by the way, from what I understand, was a pretty serious come from behind win too.
It was
Tigers, who were 0-3. And then in Group D, we have the KT Rolster 2-0, Origin 2-0, but LGD is 0-2, and the final North American team, TSM, lol, everyone else.
Yeah.
They're 0-2.
I've heard a lot of those stories.
Yep.
I didn't see the match, but I read some of the aftermath.
It was literally on right when we started, and it finished right when we started. It was depressing.
Yeah.
It was going so good. Like, it was a very close fight, and then it looked like TSM's like, nope, I'm done.
How'd Bjergsen do in the second game? Because I heard he showed up in the first game.
He didn't show up at all. He got wrecked by an Anivia.
And that sucks because, TSM's my team. I got to hold them close, but come on, guys. I knew you weren't going to do well, but seriously, pull your shit together. I had higher hopes for
Cloud9. No, CLG's surprising the crap out of me, 2-0.
No, they got their shit together, surprisingly enough.
They're surprising the crap out of me that they're even 2-0.
Well, there's a reason why
they wrap up their third game for groups A, B, and D this tomorrow, as a matter of fact, and then next week they play 3 more games each group, and that'll be followed by the best of 5 tournament.
That's gonna be fun.
Always is. That was exciting last year. It sucks that it's playing at like 7 a.m.
I know. I
haven't caught any of the games because of that.
I've been watching the rebroadcastings because of it, so I haven't been going on League of Legends or anything like that, or any website, that shows scores, because I want to watch it when
I would love to watch it, but between work and packing, I just don't have time. So I may miss it this year.
You haven't even really been playing much of Crypt.
But what are you talking? We'll get to that.
We'll get there.
We'll get to that. In your favorite part of the podcast.
Right.
Exactly. Next, by the way.
So, all right. Well, is that pretty much it for Worlds, or
that is it?
Also, the Dota 2 is starting too, as well.
Oh, I can't wait. This is my favorite part of the show, you guys. I'm giddy with excitement because this is what the hell have you been playing, or show is a douchebag and let's move on with it, or something like that. Let's be done. Whatever.
I like that name. It needs to be like an ampersand, though.
It should be. I'm gonna update the script one of these days. Anyway, all right. So I have been playing a ton of WoW. There's something about it. It's just suddenly I got to go back. I've been doing a little bit of raiding, but what really got me was that challenge that we had a few episodes ago. So please go back and listen. I was challenged to the WoW Iron Man challenge. So here's a quick skinny for you. There are no talents, no specs. You cannot have anything higher than white level gear. You are not allowed to be in a guild higher than level 1. No potions, no food. So they try to make it as basic and default as you possibly can, and it's the first person to get to 100 in that group. Well, because we all have different time schedules, what we've decided to do is we're taking a /played screenshot at the very end, as soon as you get to 100, and the person with the fastest time is going to win. Poor Aderi, sadly, she died at level 27, so she has started over. I know. I really kind of feel bad because, that was a good run. But she and I are both rolling hunters, of course. That's her forte. I'm waiting on the results back from Damien, but I should have that next week. But it's been interesting. I am not that far. I am level 6. But I am streaming every time I do the WoW Iron Man. I'm streaming it for you guys to show that I am not cheating in any way, shape, or form. This is 100% legit, and I am so bad at this game without like a leveling add-on, to show you where to go from quest to quest. What?
Just cut off anything that you were going to say and just say, I'm just bad at this game.
I'm not that bad, but I'm pretty bad. So I fucking hate hunters, and I'm playing a hunter. But anyway, so I've been doing that.
Do all the work.
Now, okay, so here's the thing, and I got to bring this up because it's not gaming related at all, but I just got done watching the movie Hackers. Do you guys remember that? 90s, mid-90s?
Angelina Jolie, right?
Right. Okay, so if you guys go back and watch this movie, like, it holds up for me as a great movie. I still love this movie, but knowing what I know now, it's almost an abomination to computing. They, at one point in the movie, they actually printed out a whole bunch of hexadecimal coding, and they were trying to pass it off as code, right? As they're trying to decrypt this file, figure it out, but it's literally colors. All the hexadecimal that you see that they printed out are the hexadecimal equivalents to red, green, blue, black, blah, blah, blah.
And so you assembled it into an image.
I haven't done that yet. Like, I'm not that dedicated, but I literally rolled my eyes when I saw that.
Watch it be like a giant, colorful penis.
It probably would be. But it's a brilliant movie, and if you are remotely computer literate, it is a little frustrating. Now, I know you have to make some of the hacking movie worthy, so a lot of the graphics and shit that you see is not the way that actual hacking goes, but you got to make it movie, entertaining. Anyway, so I've been doing that. That was interesting, to say the least. All right, so Ron, what the hell have you been doing, man?
I want to talk about. You said you broke something earlier. We need to
Oh,
talk about that.
all right. So, oh God.
Also,
Okay,
what
so
is Veg
what?
doing?
Probably a half an hour ago, I was playing Rocket League with Veg, and I got pissed, and I broke my Xbox One controller.
Oh. Can we
Yeah.
see the damage?
No, you can't. It's actually really kind of superficial at best. Most of the damage is internal. So I got pissed off. I slammed my controller to the ground, and I literally walked away from my controller. Came back, tried to plug that son of a bitch in, and the USB is completely separated from the motherboard.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So I got to go back and I got to resolder that thing.
Veg is giving you $1. I don't know why, because he's muted.
I don't know why either. Quit muting yourself, you piece of shit.
Damn.
There's the pizza man outside.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, but veg and pizza.
Have you played any games?
That's not a bad idea. Let's get the pizza guy on the
Yeah,
podcast.
we're gonna have a live interview with the
he
pizza
seemed
guy.
moody, so no.
Oh, fail. But yeah, so
Moody bastards.
I was playing Rocket League, smashed my controller.
It was glorious.
I did say I was never gonna smash my Xbox controller, and then I totally fucking smashed it today. So
Yeah, you've been saying for a long time that you weren't going to smash it.
I couldn't help it,
We knew
dude.
you were a freaking liar.
It was a bullshit play that they got away with, and they ended up scoring on us.
Yeah,
And I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, all I heard was, "Oh, that fucking kid!" Boom, and I'm like,
Wait,
"Whoa,
So-
hi, show."
Veg, what was it that I said about their mom?
No, it was Rocket League. You said, "I'm gonna fuck your mothers and they're so cows" or something like that, because they're so cows or something like that. Something on the lines of that.
Because they're fucking cows. I'm gonna fuck you and fuck your mother because they're fucking cows.
Oh my god.
And then I
that's terrible.
smashed my controller.
Wow.
Like I said, it was glorious.
Yeah. So Veg at least got to see firsthand my personal rage.
It was sad but yet hilarious.
So when I tell you guys that I rage and I have officially broken every controller I've ever owned, it is true. Veg can at least back me up. Anyway, so Ron, what the hell have you been doing, man?
Well, I've been packing.
Well,
I've been doing
packing's not
a lot
gaming.
of packing. It's not gaming.
Unless you turn it into a game, which might be
Well,
interesting.
I kind of do, because I end up kind of my wife tells me that I end up Tetrising. So I got to pack all the books.
That's amazing. Good for you.
Did you play theme A really loud on a speaker while you're doing it?
No,
You should have. Brilliant. Brilliant.
I've also been doing World of Warcraft raiding with the guild. That's about all I've been doing in a while, for quite some time, actually. Did want to talk about Crypt of the Necrodancer for two reasons. Number one, Arya is done. I beat her. I finally finished that without dying on her. And that's the one that only has half a heart, where if you make a single mistake, even if it is not moving on the beat, you die.
Yeah.
And I managed to finally finish her.
And
So I was very happy with that.
how many other people have done that?
I don't know. I could check, but it would take me a bit.
It's got to be a small handful.
Oh, it was Coda that only like one person beat.
Coda's got like 9 people have completed them now.
Is that your next goal?
No, I don't think I'm ever going to touch Coda, even if I unlock them. So currently, I've been working on what's called story mode, which is cadence, melody, and frickin' aria. I hate aria. So
I know how much you love Arya.
I fucking hate aria. She's a bitch.
Arya Stark.
Aria, yeah, sure.
Well done.
The other reason I wanted to bring up Crypt of the Necrodancer is because I've been actually watching something called the Condor League. This is the Crypt of the Necrodancer online racing league, and they are in their season 3 finals tournament. They just completed the winners bracket quarterfinals tonight. I think, if I remember right, it's Spooty Biscuit versus Maru something or other in the semifinals, and then there's a loser bracket where they're totally expecting Jack of Games to come out of that on top. So we're looking at a potential Spooty Biscuit versus Jack of Games final.
Didn't you end up taking a title from Spooty at one point?
I don't know if I took a title. I've got the Bard Deathless World Record.
Right, that one. Okay. Yeah. I was just wondering if he managed to take it back.
Too, but I don't know what that is. But that's not speedrunning. He's got the speedrunning records. He just got the first under 1 hour all characters run, all 9 characters that are not Coda. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome. But, yeah, Condor Racing League finishes up this Friday. If I remember correctly, it's at either 5 or 6 Eastern. I'm not sure which. So, definitely check that out. I put a link up at 6 Gaming. Wow, you just totally smoked your camera.
Fogged out.
That was awesome.
I love my new little e-cig. This thing's awesome.
The other thing I've been doing, of course, played some Descent. I got my first win on mouse on the final game of the final day of the season.
Nice, very nice. Clinch.
So hopefully there'll be some more wins. I'm starting to get the hang of that particular setup. But I've been kind of sidetracked by the Descent Underground Alpha. So I've been playing some of that, and I'll be playing a little more of that tonight. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Yeah, if you want to get in on this, you do have to be an Underground member. So you can check that out, DescendantStudios.com. And then the last thing I've been playing a lot of this at like lunch on work and when I've had long things that I need to do on a computer and waiting for them. And this game is called Tetris Blitz. This game is made by EA. It's for mobile devices. But it's got this competitive mode.
Are we really doing this?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, Tetris Blitz has a competitive mode, and they've got ranks. They got bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. And you start in bronze and work your way up. I'm actually still climbing pretty rapidly in the ranks. I made gold 3 tonight. There's only 3 stars per rank, so my next tier would be platinum, which I can make with like 1,300 badges.
Good for you.
So, yeah, I've been doing pretty good at that. I've been surprised at how well I've been progressing at that. So I've been playing a lot of that. And that's it.
Oh, you hit me right as I'm taking a drink, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Pentharian, what, good sir, have you been doing this last week?
Before I say, also, I think it's still true that on the house for Origin, Red Alert 2 is free. So if you have the Origin client, boot it up, and you get Red Alert 2 for free.
Red Alert 2 did have one of my favorite soundtracks, I gotta say. What was it, the Iron March or something like that? That was great.
A good soundtrack. So I've been playing. I was on a business trip last week, and I was on a personal trip the week before, and so I've had a lot of time sitting around at the airport. Been playing Mario 3D Land, and I got through it pretty quickly. I was collecting all the big coins, like every single one. I didn't beat the last level until I had all the coins in all the other levels, and so I was like, okay, well, this is kind of a short game. I was like, I'm already World 8. I beat the big castle. And then it turns out there's like a second big castle in World 8. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then, like, you beat the whole game, and there's like a whole extra game after the whole game.
Right, yep.
Which I think is pretty cool. I mean, sorry if I spoiled that for anybody, but it's like 5 years old.
Right.
it's definitely got a lot of content, more than I thought that it was going to have. I thought it was going to
It's a
have.
great game, definitely.
Yeah. So
I think people are starting to get frustrated with Mario just for the simple fact that him and Princess Peach will never do it.
No. Since Mario Maker has come out, like Mario has officially been like resurrected. Like it's amazing.
Oh, yeah, I had people fight like when it was released. I was actually there that day at my store and people were fighting over it. For some reason we only had like 10 copies and I'm like, this isn't gonna go well.
Dude, Mario Maker's a lot of fun though. Totally worth the money.
It looks like it. I don't have a Wii U, but it looks awesome. Also, the same day they released the new Amiibos. So there was literally 40 people waiting in line, and everybody who bought an Amiibo bought the game. So within 10 people, everything was gone.
Fucking sold out. Anyway, I'm sorry. I hate to detract.
So that's a pretty fun game. I've been playing Witcher 2 still, just trying to slog my way through it. It's a good game. I just want to get through it, but I only get to play for 15, 20 minutes at a time. And playing Rocket League because it's awesome.
It is awesome. I know because I broke a controller.
And that's it. I'm not playing much else right now.
No, well, still, at least you're playing Rocket League, man. I got to get you on our team because, as Veg said last week, I'm an awesome goalie, but I'm terrible at everything else.
There's a few guys at work that play too, so.
What's that?
There's a few guys that I work with that play, so we're gonna have to have like a 4-on-4 or something.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so Veg, what the hell have you been doing this last week?
I've been playing a lot of SWTOR still.
A lot of what?
SWTOR.
SWAT horror.
SWAT horror?
SWAT horror.
Yes. Yes, we will swat the whore. I don't know.
Right in the ass.
God. Anyway, I've been playing a lot of Star Wars: The Old Republic. And it's been fun. I've leveled up a couple characters because right now they have a 12 times XP boost. Where essentially you don't have to do any side quests, just the main story, and you're leveled up. Like you keep up with the missions and whatnot just by the main story. And it's been a blast. I'm getting to do stories that I never thought I would that were going to take too long to do. And so far, my favorite is the Imperial Agent. He is a giant man whore if you choose to be.
Veg.
Right. Leave it to Veg to be a fucking man whore.
You can capture them,
he was trying to be a man whore at the very beginning of this podcast.
Hey, I still have that option.
Put it back on. Keep it on.
Do it. Rule 34.
Hot up, show. By the way, did you know that you cannot show a bare chest on Twitch?
Yes, otherwise you get banned.
Even if you're a man?
Show. If you get me Skullgirls, I will take off my shirt for the remaining of this podcast.
Wait, how much?
We want to keep our accounts on Twitch.
Hey, Veg, go put tape on your nipples and then come back and take your shirt off.
I only have clear tape.
Yeah, even better. This might be worth it.
I'm dead serious. If I
can Scotch tape.
I don't want to get banned from Twitch.
I'll do it from the chest
it's
up.
It's going to be me that gets banned from Twitch. Like, you guys are absolved.
then he'll have to be Showsan 1.
Right. Fuck that. I ain't doing that, though.
Awesome.
Show thought about it for a minute, too.
I did. It's kind of worth it.
So, I've been playing that. I've been playing a little bit of Speedrunners. The game's very, very frustrating.
Speedrunners! Oh, it's so much fun.
But so frustrating. I actually had to get a program to basically hack my controller to be able to play it.
So, Ron, a bit of backstory. So, I bought a 4-pack of Speedrunners. I gave it to our good friends Wild Bill and Obadiah. And then I was trying to figure out who the hell would play that game with us. And I was about to give it to you, Ron, except you were busy playing Crypto the Necrodancer, and I'm like, you know what? This guy is never going to fucking join our game, so I'm going to give it to Veg instead.
Yeah, me and you haven't played it personally yet. I'm still also waiting for you to play GTA 5 with me, as well as a list of other games.
I have played GTA 5 with you, it's just not recently.
Try like 6 months.
Okay, well... I still haven't played, but I will.
Don't get me wrong, I'm very appreciative that you got me the game for PC. I will never complain about that, and I'm very grateful.
Expensive.
Yes, but I am not so happy that you bought the game and you haven't played with me since.
Fuck it,
This reminds me.
We'll
This
play
reminds me of a
later.
game I saw in Congregate where you're basically running and then there's like power-ups that you got to get to try to slow down the other people.
Right. I think it was Wild Bill, but he described it as N plus meets just about any fucking racing game ever. But it's you have to navigate these puzzles throughout the level while you try to beat everybody else that you're playing against.
It's kind of like Mario Kart
it's a race game.
N plus, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun though. Definitely worth it.
Frustrating.
Highly recommend.
Yeah. I've also, as well as been playing tons of Rocket League. Ever since I found out my PS4 controller works or is compatible with my PC on top of Rocket League, I've been playing that nonstop.
Oh, good.
I've been getting a lot better, as Show saw earlier.
Yes, phenomenal.
I did
Best
some nice.
striker we have.
Yeah, until I get rammed in the ass by either you or Bill.
You're
not
very good at standing in my way. I gotta say it.
Wait, how is he standing in your way as a striker if you're the goalie?
I don't know, but this fucker, as soon as the countdown stops and it's time to play, he just sits there. And I'm like, what the fuck, Veg? Go. Pedals on the left. God damn it.
When I say I'm going to
Wait,
defend...
whoa. Showsan, which side's the pedal on?
The fucking right, left, I don't care. Figure it out.
So if you're in North Dakota and you see this guy in the road and he's just stopped and the brake lights are on, it's Showsan. Just
trying to
go
go
around him. He doesn't know where the pedal is.
And
No, he knows where it's at. He just refuses to use it.
the fucked up thing is, my actual job is transportation, so you figure it out. Just saying. Just saying.
And the military hired him.
Right? Like, what the
is wrong with our
fuck?
government?
Right? I mean,
Well, I mean-
Obama and all that.
Well, they have Trump as
Here
a
we go
serious
again.
candidate.
Going straight into politics. Nice job, Joe.
That's what we do with the Six Gaming Podcast. I just fuck it all up.
Well, that's obvious.
Right. Someone's got to.
Yeah, we need the bureaucratic red tape all over the place. Good job, Joe.
God damn it. All right. What else, man?
That's been primarily it. It's just when I get into an MMO that I'm really interested in again, I just focus on that and just go hard and don't go home.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, that's a good philosophy. Go hard or go home.
No, there is no home.
Oh, yeah. Well, whatever. Go hard or fucking find somewhere else to go like Rob Zombie.
All right.
All right.
That's it.
So this is going to bring me to my favorite part of the show. Oh, I'm so excited.
Part 3.
So excited. Yes. Because this is the sixth
I'm so excited.
table. Okay.
What's the echoing?
I need echoes. I don't have echoes.
You
so
need more beer, apparently.
I do need more beer. God, this one is it's not lasting. Anyway. All right, so let's talk this week. This week's question was brought to us by our very famous Mr. Pentharian, who is a legend, a god among men.
Ron, that should be funny.
Right. So he
is
asked
funny.
us, what is the worst game you have ever played? And this is a hard one. I still don't have an answer for this. So in an effort to buy time, I'm going to pass it to Mr. Pentharian himself to start this off.
So I don't really have a good answer either.
Damn it! You spoiled everything.
So I mean, I didn't really specify if I mean like a bad game. Like if you started playing a game and it was horrible and you stopped playing it because it was bad, like does that count? Or a game that was really buggy but you liked it but it was bad because it was buggy? Does that count? Like
no, it's a game that makes you stop
as-
playing because it was that bad.
I just took it as a bad game in general. Like you refuse to go back and play it. That's what I assumed.
And I'm saying that like any of those are viable ways. You just have to explain it. So like looking back, as a kid, I played Rebel Assault 1 and 2 over and over and over again. But like when I saw some gameplay from it, like that was not a good game. that was like an on rails FVM, like just not a. Those were not. I mean, they added to the Star Wars universe, and I was really into Star Wars at the time. But whatever I paid for them was way too much.
Yeah, I remember the Rebels, and I couldn't get myself to play it.
Yeah, like out of my birthday money or whatever I had. By show. Oh, he's gonna go get his Rebel Assault CDs off the counter probably. That's what I'm guessing he's gonna go do. Anyway, yeah, like just that's basically it. I think those are the games that when I think about like. Yeah, okay,
we're disappointed, Show.
Excuse me. Sorry.
He had to go throw up because he was thinking about the worst game ever.
Well, I had to go find
the worst game ever that he's played, and he had to go throw up for it. It must be Shower with Your Dad Simulator.
No, no. That's how much
the gameplay was good.
You know. All right.
Anyways, so I don't really have any really horrible ones that I was like, oh, this is the worst game ever. I mean, I'm looking through my nothing in my Steam library. But just some games that I played as a kid.
Right.
I'm sure would not hold up anymore.
All right. Well, I do have one to beat you, and I did have to go get it.
E.T.
No, it's not E.T. and E.T. is up there. God is
really
up
good.
there. But okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this.
Not that close.
What's it say?
Pull it back. Oni-chan Bara. Bikini Samurai
Squad. Why do you own that?
My wife bought it for me, thinking.
Your wife bought it for
my wife bought this for
me.
Yeah, she bought this for me, thinking I would enjoy this.
That even looks bad.
Oh, it's unbelievably bad, and the problem is there's 3 fucking versions of this. There's 2 sequels after this game.
There's a PS4
How did that
version.
have 2 sequels?
I don't know.
They probably like show nudity. That's why.
No, it doesn't though. That's the thing. They're all wearing bikinis. You go around slaughtering zombies, and
terrible.
it's the worst hack and slash ever with this really scantily clad woman, and you're going around from like high school and the mall and fucking all these like terribly stereotypical places.
Times 100 worse.
Oh god, this was the worst game I have ever played, hands down. And they have it on Xbox. I think it's on PlayStation. I might be wrong.
I want to see if this is on Steam.
Oh, it's fucking bad, dude. It is so bad. I played about 5 minutes of it and immediately quit. And it's been sitting on my shelf ever since.
What's it called again?
This looks awesome.
Oh, Oni-chan Bara.
Oni-chan Bara. Wow.
Yeah. Samurai Bikini Squad. It's so bad. And if you look at the graphics, like even the graphics were fucking terrible for the 360.
Like Devil May Cry.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I think they were inspired by. But God, is it bad? Oh, it's so terrible. I have never played it since. Like I almost feel like I should burn my old 360 just for the fact that it touched that game.
You defiled it.
So, in a podcast, in a world where 1 hour ago your wife complained that your ring might be on the wrong hand, you're shitting all over a game that she bought you out of the goodness of her heart.
Thank you for putting me in the podcast. I appreciate that.
This is a perfect example.
No. This is important here because Dan is accusing Showsan of being ungrateful. Look at what she got him. It's terrible. It looks bad.
It was a really fucking bad game.
The most terribly anti-feministic game I could think of.
Oh, dude, it's probably the most misogynistic game you will ever see.
No, that would be the Dead or Alive series.
No, this pretty much beats it. Trust me.
Damn.
This is pretty bad.
That's almost kind of like what my mom did, except I thought because I asked for my birthday one year to get me the Old Republic, but I accidentally said Knights of the Old Republic. So guess what I got for my birthday? For the Xbox for the Xbox. Yes, I got Knights of the Old Republic.
Hey,
Right.
there's a whole Rule 34 page for Onichembara.
Oh God, no!
I
Way
think
to
the
go!
game
You
doesn't
had
need
to
that.
pull it full circle. Thank you.
Well, like I said, like what show was playing earlier, Skullgirls. I told you there was like a huge community of Rule 34 for that too.
Yeah, but Skullgirls is a fun little Street Fighter clone. It's totally acceptable at this point. What?
This is
No, okay, so Onichembara is, it's terrible. Like, if you seriously thought that any of the Dead or Alive were bad, go play this game. I dare you. And if you can last more than 10 minutes without being pissed off at yourself, I will probably send you fucking $10 because you're a legend at that point.
Hey, show.
What?
Can I have $10 anyway?
No, go fuck yourself.
He just gave you a game.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Like, this greedy son of a bitch. And get this, so I bought Veg that fucking game. His wife called me his fucking gaming sugar daddy.
You are.
Like, I am. I have supported Veg's gaming career. And now I feel dirty because of it.
You didn't feel dirty before?
No, I fucking feel dirty anyway, just playing with you. But now I'm your
Whoa! Okay, we're moving on. This is enough of Rule 34. Next subject, please.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
Kent's like,
Alright, so,
yes.
Ron, what's the worst one you've played?
Well, I can tell you right now that I have not been playing with Veg.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Oh, thank God.
All right. So, once upon a time, for the iOS several years ago, I got this free puzzle game. It's currently 99 cents on the App Store. It's called The Heist.
First of all, the fact that we're talking about the worst game and you have to pay for it.
No. I didn't pay for this game, but this isn't the game I'm talking about. The Heist is okay. The Heist is actually a very good puzzle game. I had a lot of fun playing it. I beat the game. And when you beat the game, it gives you a code that you can plug into Steam for this game called Puzzle Agent. I was like, okay.
I actually have that game.
Okay.
I haven't played it, but I have it.
So, I'm like, okay, so The Heist was a pretty good puzzle game. How bad can Puzzle Agent be?
God, now I'm never going to play this.
I have logged a grand total of 9 minutes playing this game.
It's from Telltale.
In that time, I probably found about a dozen game design issues, a couple of bugs. It is, bar none, the worst game
They have a
that
second
I have ever
one.
played.
They made a second one.
Yep.
They did make a second one. They did.
It's from Telltale, so I'm kind of surprised.
Right.
It was really
and,
bad. I couldn't stand to play more than like 2 levels.
And that's how I got the game. Was I bought that whole Telltale pack that Steam had going on, and so I've had this game. I've never touched it.
I will not be touching it.
I mean, 9 minutes, Ron. That's pretty impressive.
9 minutes on Steam. Yes.
God.
A minute more, it's surely giving you $10.
All right. Well, all right, Veg. So speaking of, what's the worst one that you've ever played?
Okay, so you guys know Dungeon Keeper, right? Or heard of it?
Yeah, we've heard of you talk
The
about it.
iOS version.
Like fucking 8 episodes you've talked about it.
Shut up.
At least.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm going for game mechanics. So that would be my second option, which would be the iOS version of that abomination we dare not describe as a game. No, my other one would be... Shut up. Anyway, this one is called War of the Overlords. It was in beta. I don't know if it still is or not, but it's just been... I paid $5 for it, and it's just been a colossal letdown. It looked promising at the very beginning, but it's just bullshit. It really is. It's like, oh hey, we're gonna make a Dungeon Keeper clone as close as possible to the game, and we're not gonna optimize it or even work on it. It's kind of like Cube World, Ron, if you remember that
I
game.
don't remember that game. That wasn't bad, by the way.
No, that wasn't. I'm just very sad that they stopped making it.
If you want to talk about really shitty knockoffs, though, I'm a huge fan of Myst and Riven and that whole series. Have you guys ever played Pissed? Pyst.
I remember seeing it back when Myst was popular, thinking, "Oh, but that's funny." But I never
No,
bought it.
it's so fucking bad. It doesn't it doesn't come close to Oni Chambara, but it's really bad.
So I paid $5 for this game, expecting it to be at least semi-okay, because they said that they're close to the end of their beta when I bought it, and I was like, okay, this seems pretty cool. I want to try it out, and I couldn't even get the game to load. And when I finally did, it kept crashing, or there was memory errors, which I shouldn't have. I have 8 gigs of RAM, and none of it's broken or anything like that, because obviously I'm still here, or I'm talking to you guys right now through my computer. So
Is that how that works? Is that what we've been doing this whole time?
No.
You paid $2,200 for it.
Holy fuck! I didn't know we
Fools.
were doing this on the computer, you guys. I gotta leave. My head.
Someone
I can't
kick
take
show.
this.
Mind
Someone
blown.
kick show. Wait, how much do people pay for this game?
I
said-
don't know.
No, Ron said 2,200.
No, I was talking about your computer, like how much Cole's paid to talk to us through his
That's
computer.
true. That's true.
No, I only paid 500. So I'm not going to get a. I'm not going to. Huh?
Your war for the Overlord is like $30.
What? $30? No, never doing it. Not worth
No, it wasn't worth it when I bought it. It's not worth it now. It honestly isn't, and it makes me mad that I bought the game. I would have rather spent my $5 on something else, like maybe a cheeseburger.
Really, veg eating a cheeseburger? Go
I would
figure.
have thought.
I can have cheeseburger. Unlike my store that can't do memes and has the.
All right, so I gotta ask, because we're kind of on that vein, and I don't want to do it next week. What is the most regrettable game you have ever actually bought?
Fable 3.
Really, Fable? That wasn't a bad one. I mean, Fable 3
No,
was
not Fable 3. Fable 2.
okay. 2 was a piece of shit. Ron, what about you? What was the one you regret buying?
That's a tough question. I don't think I could answer that without looking.
Oh,
at it.
and the second Deus Ex.
See, mine's pretty easy, and hands down, it's Halo Wars. I expected a Halo game. I got this piece of shit top-down fucking it belongs on a tablet game.
Minor
So-
Wars. Minor Wars 2081. That's mine.
What
Yeah.
the hell is that?
Oh, I know.
16 Freedom game that was promised to be like this open world sandbox and turned out to be a complete piece of shit.
Penth, what about you, man?
So
What
to
do you regret?
Showsan, it's Minecraft.
Speaking of promises and open world pieces of crap, probably Spore.
Spore? Yeah, dude, Spore was crazy hyped.
The thing
Like,
is,
everyone wanted it.
if I would have gotten Spore years and years down the line, like for $5 or whatever.
Didn't you get it at 60?
No, I got it at like 40 something. So I was like, oh, it's dropped in price. I don't know. It's not horrible. Like it's still a fun game to pass the time a little bit. But after all the hype, that's why I'm still kind of Star Citizen and No Man's Sky both. I'm a little bit skeptical of them until we see them.
Making
definitely.
it brings up the latest SimCity that EA completely failed on launch.
Yeah.
It was
That was
sad.
2013.
Which I brought up a number of times on this podcast.
Yeah.
It's shit that they put their employees through that had nothing to do with SimCity.
I would be regretful, definitely, but I never bought it, so sorry.
I wanted to return it, but they were like, if you try to do anything like that, you're going to get your account banned. And I'm like, why? It's a shitty game.
No, you
Because
know
they're
what? Fuck
terrible
them. Let them
people.
ban your account.
No, because I had about...
Go
Sorry.
ahead. I was going to say, Steam lets you return everything now as long as you haven't played more than a few hours.
Yep.
Because they're awesome.
Yeah.
I'd also like to point out it is a someone mentioned speedrunners earlier. It's a speedrunners weekend on Steam if you want to check
Yes,
it out.
it is. Go get speedrunners.
It's all,
You can
it's
play
it's
with me, and
very
I'm fucking
small, too.
terrible.
It's like, what, 600 megs?
That's tiny.
Yeah, it's an awesome game.
Alpha's 2 gig.
Now, it is still in beta, but it's an amazing game.
It's a very, very polished beta.
And
You
you
actually-
can
you get it-
win
you get it,
against me at every match.
You can play it
Guaranteed.
for free for another day.
Yes,
So you can try it before you buy it.
seriously. Speedrunners is amazing. Go get it. Anyway, all right. So, does anyone have anything else that they want to add?
She fell asleep.
Who the hell is whispering and why?
What? Yeah, Veg. What the fuck?
What are you doing?
He doesn't know. It's fucking Veg, and that's all I'm gonna say. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up because less time with Veg.
Terrible thing.
So thank you guys very much for coming. I appreciate you guys showing up every week as always. Thank you again. I am your host Showsan. I have, of course, a very illustrious, very notable group of co-hosts. With me, of course, Mr. Pentharian.
Bye-bye.
Fucking Ben Stein this week. That's okay. That's all right.
Clear eyes.
Wow.
Hey,
right.
Ben, say my brand.
My brand?
My brand!
I don't know where the fuck you're going with this, Veg, so wrap it up, Mr. Vegetto.
Later, guys. You don't remember watching that Contacts commercial?
No, I fucking don't. I have no idea. But anyway,
I'll have to show you that.
Finally, Mr. Roncli. Oh God, we're doing this. Why are we doing this? You know what? Next week, I'm fucking doing the Mario theme song, and I don't even care.
Why next week? Why don't we do it now?
I'm just gonna interrupt with Mario.
Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, everyone. It's time to go do the Mario.
See, I can't even
Just
top that.
like that.
I can't top that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Fucking Penth. Dude, you're amazing. I gotta say it. Alright, so thanks again, guys. Again, I am Showsan. I really appreciate you guys coming out. Finally, Mr. Roncli, take it away.
See you, bye.